challenge whatsoever from Liquid from the A site because Elige is walking behind them. He's very wary that somebody's going to keep him locked into position, but look at this, nobody watching. He doesn't get his chance to find a 5v4, but the grenades on point. Yell's able to blow Fallen out of the equation. Bomb planted from Dinoco, and now Elige starts to round the corners. Again, they know he's back here. It's just a matter of him finding some sort of an impact, and with Esagaze up close, it's Elige to equalize. He takes the gush, and then Nav from the bomb site itself is able to find impact. Grim, he's sticking that bomb all the way. No, not like this. I refuse to accept
Get ready for more.
vertigo like this.
And they turn the corner on the site, man. It really feels like Mibr are the ones who won the pistol with how much progress they've made, but look at this damage that's come in already.
I don't think Mibr in control, but Cello able to find that bomb plant on the second attempt, doesn't get away. It was the first CT to damage him low, and Elige comes back at it. Here we have the retake already outbound. Smoke grenade on short again. Same smoke that Grim was able to use for the last defuse. Fallen down to the 2 seconds, gets killed off of it. We've got Mibr across the kill feed, but back into the 2v2. It's Yell to close as Mibr rob it back.
Such a mess, isn't it? But you know what, man? Like, with the amount of space that was there.
From inside the site, Danico finding a bit of damage there as the CTs go for a boost. That will give them vision because they boost on top of the boost. And this gives Naf a very threatening line of sight. Sure enough, killing bolts, falling down, going for spam. And this MAC-10, that's a wild risk to take, but
Smokes come up.
gets himself a kill, and then the CTs come charging inwards. Then we have Mibr across the kill feed, back into the 2v2. 30 seconds. There's no way they're going to B.
Yeah, it's a play and pause here. ARAM pressure is coming up.
Oh, Esagaze able to get the one on elevator. Grim trades it. He's locked into this position. He doesn't have knowledge as to where the T is at, and he's just trying to keep himself in cover.
He's playing it well.
He's worried. 10 seconds.
The one spot. They've got to go for this duel. Oh, that is so nice from Esagaze. Off the shadow.
They've got enough bodies on site. Fallen starting to walk forward. Yell falls back. Now that's an audio confirmation from Grim. That grenade's gonna cut off line of sight. Oh, and bolts, he gets Fallen right through where that smoke was gonna pop. Grim goes down empty-handed, and Mibr, 2 crucial opening kills. Naf's got somewhat of an answer here, and he's gonna run forward, takes down Danico. That's at the hands of Elige. Stewie 2K looking for the clutch, but the op's back by sandbags, and now he knows. But Yell, he's able to find that kill, and with one player yet again.
Players are rotating over towards the B side. He doesn't want to overplay his hand and get caught in by a rotator. He can help take down the one defender here.
He's in the open.
This should be the round over as soon as he finds this kill. I mean, this really is going to be a difficult spot for Liquid, but we'll see how it plays out.
Clotheslined. Esagaze slipping in through middle. We saw Fallen kind of floating the op, but Elige, he's going to go ahead and take an initiative. Now he knows there's a player stranded on site. Bomb planter couldn't have gotten too far. I feel like Elige somewhat saves this in terms of even having any kind of a chance, but he gets tagged up by the op. Fallen finds the headshot. Cello boosted, dies to Elige, and we've got Liquid with a retake. Now that's a round. It looked like they got wrecked.
Yeah.
With Esagaze coming in through spawn, Stewie 2K gets clotheslined off of the building. But Elige, he fears not the Molotov on construction. Stewie's sent sailing. And I thought that was the round, but Mibr's streak comes to an end.
I don't think Esagaze overplayed in this situation. He threw the molly down. Elige just made a better play.
This is a big round for Liquid if they want to keep it going. Op up close from Fallen, lands into Cello, and almost draws bolts into the second CT. But they've got utility still to play. Mibr, their A presence has looked good. The utility on the execute, the wall bangs they've managed. And more often than not, we are praising them on this half of the map, but in a two-man disadvantage, we'll see. Elige trades back as Bolts boldly peeks into the fire. Yell, he's looking for a target inside of the site, but Elige heads up. He could be coming alive tonight. Yell, fully blind, goes down as Liquid take a third.
I like the way they're weaponizing Grim for a lot of these peaks early on in the rounds. He's had a high success rate so far.
Counter-terrorist kind of in flux at the moment.
Oh, man.
Yell's got a really good timing here, unless Grim gets behind the boxes. But Fallen spotted, and there goes Danico. Yell inside of the site, frag grenades on point, and now he's got himself another challenger here in the hands of Elige. Here comes Esagaza from mid. He gets himself a double, and that leaves Stewie stranded. Esagaze again, this time not slipping through CT to compromise the B site.
Wrap the corner, because once they do, like you see Yell in that position, turn the corner, like the round is won. It's not necessarily won, but it feels winning.
Yeah, and slick timings from Mibr as well at the moment. Esagaze boosted here. Grim up close. Fallen shuts down the first man. And now Grim's position could truly go unchecked. Nafly, one and done towards middle. That does open the possibility of Cello to jackknife some sort of a setup.
He's in such a trump card position. I mean, he's behind the smoke. He knows if they go past this certain line, his teammate does not have to overextend from the back if he doesn't want to. There will be a peak, but it just baits the attention away. And yeah, Grim activates 4-on-2 now.
Nice
with a smoke in hand.
And Grim's gonna get himself a second. Cello not quite in a spot to trade that. Really nice, smooth moves from Fallen there. Just playing around, showing a little bit of skin around the side of the short shelf. You know, pounding his shot through the wall as opposed to actually committing to the peak and offering over anything to Mibr. Elige gets canceled out on the flank, but there's Grim. 3 kills on the round. You said it, man. Activate Grim. Get him down ramp.
Positional compensation. They lose the trade, but they get that exact spot that they want on the ramp. They don't necessarily have to overextend anywhere now, because here, they almost always get the bomb down. So we'll see if Liquid can be disrupted. They actually do. And it's Elige from the back behind Fallen to get the kill.
Bolts slapped by Grim. Headshot connects on short side. 5 versus 2. Very strong spot for Liquid. Esagaze coming around the corners. And, well, almost the same fate as his teammate. But between him and Danico, they've got 24 HP to work with. And Elige hot on their heels, man. This is going to be an easy 2K for him as he finds them mid-execution. They were trying to play around with grenades, and Elige, we've got a couple of players from Mibr challenging Yellow Tarp over on the A site, but there's a real possibility of the kills coming in from B. No, Fallen, he extends into Danico. It's gonna have to be Grim to deliver. He's got a player right ahead, snaps back, and gives us the double that Team Liquid need.
Wow. What would they call that? El Monstro? That was nasty from Grim, but okay.
Over.
His friend Elige, who comes in to refresh his position, gets taken out, and they know that Grim isn't here as well.
Nobody's actually cleared short shelf for Mibr. There's a chance Grim's in one of those corners. Bolt's gonna take the chance, and down goes the plant. Despite half of his health being taken away, he immediately puts out the fire, and then he's gonna go ahead to fall back. We've got no flank for Liquid. 3 players at the helm of this retake, but we said don't give Yell this position, and right now he is locked in on it. He saw a player slip by. Smoke grenade extends, now Bolts from short side. He drops Grim, sees Naf, and can't do anything about it. A retake here from Liquid gives them a 2-round lead.
Yeah, it's well played. Another good round here from, actually from Nafly with the 3 frags on the retake. Not pushing or anything, but staying close together, tethered.
Continual spam going on here. Danico coming up from the A site. He's going to get a challenge versus Grim, but he loses it. Grim just flirting with the sides of the elevator. Esagaze going for the bomb plant. He's going to be able to commit to that one. Yet again, they put out the fire that's meant to fluster his feet. Naf with a headshot versus Yell at B. Leaves the 4v2 to unfold here. But we've got full HP on both Bolts and Esagaze. Counter-terrorists at a disadvantage in that regards. Grim, though, doesn't need much. Goes ahead, finds that kill towards short, but now it's Bolts in the clutch. The 1v4. He's got players low, but he can't control all of their peaks. It is Team Liquid with a 3-round edge. But that game versus Navi was no fluke. Mibr take to the defense after the break.
Yeah, top of a couple of other individuals here. Let's see if it carries forward. Attack up the A ramp. Esagaze here holding for the peak, but Grim immediately clocks him.
Yeah, and look at Grim, man. He's going to go for a deeper position. Cello walks out, loses his space. Grim, third
Dude,
kill.
He's just on monster mode. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time he did this to MIBR.
Stewie 2K is going to find the same spot that Grim was just within. And he gets hard cleared. Yell with a headshot and a follow-up. Now it's him on 14 HP with 2 Ts, but he's not going to manage. Double digits first for Team Liquid.
Look at his performance versus MIBR once upon a time is the reason he's on Liquid now. This half will quickly get away from them with just a pistol and conversions on the ecos. So see if they bring some ingenuity here to the force up.
Grim one headshot before Danico finds him. Hey, a second off of the Deagle, and Esagaze's got one. It's a Liege with everything so far after Grim's first.
They can't be totally clear about the short shelf at the moment, so yeah, they're going to pull Liege forward. They had 3 players. He might stay back in this spot, and this frees up, at least calms the nerves a bit. It's 2-on-1 now. They're still worried about bolts, and they should be, but it's only 1 man, right? My God, they're actually going to pull back.
Ooh.
This is it's a weird decision, man, because... Oh, to short, excuse me.
Yeah, it draws him in. Now he's going to be standing in the open. Oh, he's tagged up. Bolts falls back. Frag could hit the bomb planter. If he kills that first man, the Naf's chipped down a bit. Hands busy with bomb.
Yeah, you could get 1 dig to the body almost, yeah. The CTs might think it's over on the site, but they don't push all the way through. Cello, he's at risk of getting killed, but a great reaction from him. Nets him the frag and the ability to fall back as well.
And he can't see, though. He's so blind. Wow. Flashbang after flashbang.
Okay.
Fallen has
That was whiter than a Colgate commercial.
4 days.
Whiter than VSM's teeth there for about 10 seconds. Entries come down, 13-6. Looking super comfy now. And yeah, the only other issues about this map.
It's a roll that would break a lesser man. Yell gonna have to leave his preferred position. Danico dies to Stewie, spammed through yellow. And Yell still close enough to challenge here. M4A1S, 4 players ahead, sees the head, and looks away. But Esagaze, he's got himself 2 kills.
Is that off the flank? Where did... Oh, he just peeked
away
off
from
short. Okay, 2-on-3, 50 seconds. No B players at the moment. There is an opportunity for Liquid. They don't know it, though. They think they're just getting hot flanked.
Here we go. Molotov should clear the corner so that they can just focus on sight. Last bits of utility thrown out, and Esagaze, he's gonna just rush right in, and he dies for that decision. Then Bolts does too. Stu with 3 kills leaves Cello, and he's not able to just exit straight out through that smoke. Team Liquid, but he only has a flashbang. So as long as Stewie stays tucked behind the sandbags, it really is on his decision to swing out and take the final fight. He does so and puts Team Liquid on fire. 5 rounds in a row in this T side, 10 in a row. Again, they've got this 2-prong pinch ready to peak, perhaps. But they are certainly outnumbered. There's a 3rd player. Esagaze was over towards the sandbags. Oh, a Liege!
Like they have pistols.
Just running through them like it's nothing. A full buy round from MIBR to try and stave off a 15th round win from Liquid. And a Liege so disrespectful, but Bolts! He's able to get out from the CT spawn with 2 kills already to his name. Bomb planter almost killed, but Naf's gonna survive for now. Cello, a little bit slow from the B site.
Wait, which one's James Banks, though?
A Liege. In the sense that he...
I think we need to put someone stronger on the other side then, because Grim's done a great job.
Oh.
And, actually there's some method to the smoke spams. When he does them, how he manufactures these frags. It's a little bit of luck, but it's also, kind of creating those timings. Man, there's another kill. Unanswered. Important player. Bolts is out. Time to go get the bomb as we cross the minute mark, but this could be it for MIBR.
Yeah, looking like 12 round wins in a row to close the show on Vertigo.
Well, it'll be, 3v5 on A with a push, maybe? Or are they going back to B?
Yeah, they're setting up outside of B site. It's just Fallen selling them hook, line, and sinker. Maybe Fallen can even close this one out. Yell's gonna challenge around, and sure enough, it's the 1-man army in Fallen, sending a message to his Brazilian brethren. Cello hiding now behind the sandbags. What you gonna make of this? Bombs planted. Get your knife. Get your knife. Yeah. You take what you can in a situation like this. He instantly gets wrecked by Naf, but I think he knew how grim things truly looked. Holy hell. Team Liquid.
And Grim to bear most of the load when it comes to the fragging. And that'll be a great thing. They all can chime in at the same time. Stewie on the entries as well is going to be something to pay attention to. He finds that time and he takes out Bolts.
Danico posted. Stewie is the man who ate that early frag grenade damage as well, so for him to get a kill before dying, if he dies, is great for Liquid. Yell, desperate to connect a shot. Danico will find Grim before he burns to a crisp, and Elige through the smoke will find that 4v2. So everything's going very well here for Liquid. Bomb plant off Fallen, easy.
Bomb has been planted.
No challenge. Not yet. Cello's now extended beyond the construction, so that actually gives him a good angle to try and fight a player inside of the site, but he goes back. He is caught by Stu. Esagazi with a headshot, and now Cello with a chance. But that goes down empty-handed, and it's looking like Team Liquid take away another pistol round win.
It comes down to the entry in a big way. Stewie coming up B very quickly. I mean, he posts up in the corner, they forget about him, and then as soon as he turns the corner, I should say, just immediately takes Bolts out. And the round would have been very different if not for that situation. Wow, he actually runs from one molly to the other.
With like 40 bullets in between.
Yeah.
Very nice cinematic angle there. The boogeyman's coming.
Wait, gets smoked out, rotate around the library. God, it's so boring here.
Yeah.
Really want to make something happen, but now your teammates are separated from you. Oh, you get mowed down in the library. Player in pit, player on site, but they know how to entry versus teams like this. However, they'll get at least 2 kills off of Esagaze. Now the plant will go down in the back of the site, but the rotations are so far away, right? Even if they go even on material with the trades. Come on, let's get a little bit more fights into the game here. Mibr. They have the talent. I mean, I've been casting. I think I was like casting with Vince or something like way back in the day. That's why they never really found consistency or got up to the top tier as quickly as they could.
Yeah, you speak the truth. Cello lays down the law, stops that first peek. They go deeper into the op of Fallen, but they're not actually killed for it. Great grenade over the top from Cello. Grim could still challenge Banana, but it looks like the CTs have gotten away with this. A 2-man advantage bodes very well. A 3-man advantage, even better. Yell, he's going to jump within the bomb site, and Elige disengages, but this is that wombo combo from Vertigo. Grim and Elige with 45 seconds to spare in the 2v5. Danico standing in the open. Grim's gonna walk right into him. Off angle, works perfectly for the first kill and the follow-up damage. Primes Yell to put Mibr on the...
And they still got eyes on mid as well. They're gonna hear the flicker of the scope at mid as Stewie, his eyes prying here, but Yell from the other side will take out his teammate.
Oh, and then when Stewie goes back, Esagazi is posted on the angle. Now we've got another 2v4.
Now down to Elige and Naf. One player back of the site. I mean, this is the correct place to go. And they're going to kind of just full-on execute here, which, you know, is the right move. 15 seconds, but do they have enough time to hunt down this player? And they could maybe plant in the smoke and hope they don't get spammed. Let's see what happens.
5 seconds to spare. Cello peeks out from his corner. Now there's no time for the plant, and, well, it's not even going to happen. 3 kills for Cello. Mac 10 for Fallen. Beagle sprinkled in. Challenge from Liquid on Banana. Let's see if the CTs can stave this aggression off easily. So far, so good. Bolt's grenade. It's going to get a bit of chip damage in. Fallen feeding the M4. The USP drops bomb, and Bolts is on for the ace. It is only Stewie 2K left over.
I mean, it's up to him. He can run up mid, give it to somebody else, play to win the round, which is very unlikely, or go towards Bolts with honor. Fight him. And see if he can't earn this ace. Oh, it's earned. Well done, Mr. Bolts. Win some confidence back here.
And even though that Vertigo game did not go the way they'd hope, Inferno is alive and kicking. However, man advantage here for Liquid. Esagazi peeks out from Library, kills a Liege, but there is a player slipping through. Stu. Oh, he's almost got him, but Esagazi holds the line. And now Team Liquid, their hand seems to be forced towards A. Naf in the apps, Yell within the bomb site, and a bit of space for Esagazi to try and challenge. Sure enough, he gets the headshot into Nafly. He is on for the ace. Oh, but Yell's gonna find that op shot to close. Doesn't matter. All that matters is MIBR tie at 4.
Yeah, still all about his 4 kills. Really, really nicely done. I mean, this was, you know, they were very late here. They got smoked out in CT spawn, and he had great awareness to not only pick that first kill on the R trap, but also go back into CT. And Stewie could have won his duel. It was very 50-50 at that point. Probably had a small advantage. Late players turning the corner. It's usually a very successful setup, but we'll see if it does result in anything. Yes, they grab one.
Dives back into cover. Almost gets away, but Naf's going to find that headshot.
Did they know about 2? It doesn't look like it.
But they seem suspecting, and sure enough, they get that contact versus Bolts. Man advantage here for MIBR as Yell ops one and Bolts holds the line.
Well, they're going to go for the boost, or no?
Just Naf going to try to press his face against the smoke in case they challenge through it.
Looks like he wants to phase it, and he won't see anything just yet, but they come out, and that would have been the duel.
Grim now on his own. Tucks back behind the new box. Finds Yell's op. Now 1v2. Peeks out. And Grim, he's got 3 kills as Danico closes the distance. Grim peeks back and forth, and he's not able to get the kill. Time is of the essence. Danico jumps on top of it, and the defuse comes through. MIBR, keep going.
Damn, he fails on the easy kill in the 1v3. That was his. Danico, I think, got up into the skies. Established here at the top of Banana. I think this is a trap by MIBR. As Liquid have been doing this a lot, actually. They get control of this, they go for the execute, but then the re-aggression comes in. They got a rifler to support, and then the op can go back off cycle. Cello here to fight, get some damage off, and there's a third player in the site, but he cannot trade. Amazing from Fallen to deny him off the coffins. 5 HP as they get the bomb down.
Nicely done there, Liquid. Labored effort, and now it's on Naf. He's got 100 HP, takes down the first one. But look at the health left for Liquid. 16 HP between the 2 Ts. And Esagazi, he's going to have to try and challenge through this smoke. A little bit of an ambitious spam, but again, a single bullet would drop either of these players. And unfortunately for him, he has to concede this. It is Liquid with a round win.
I guess they had a coffin flasher, and that's why there was one way back in the site, but...
Challenge. Damn, trying to go off of Grim's flashbang. Grim gets himself 2 kills. That is big in terms of impact. And then a boiler peak from Elige catching the rotator off guard. Esagazi thought he had something to do towards middle. Instead, he has opened up this A site in its near entirety.
Yeah.
We still have Yell over on Arch, but as those smoke grenades fall inwards, he is pulled in 2 directions, and he's not going to find anything.
2 will save as Liquid tie up the game, extinguishing the flame of MIBR, and now look to take the power position.
The op, of course, floating over on Arch, as it has been, so it's going to fall onto the pistols to stop this push.
It's an atypical setup from the CT side, setting up a honeypot trap, giving up all its control, but keeping 4 on A.
Yell gets the first op shot. That's big. Stewie drops down into the pit, sees a player above him. Yell's got a second and a third. That's solo op. 3 kills for him. And Fallen is nowhere to be found. Now he has his chance, but misses with the op. Swaps to the deagle and dies. It is MIBR with a robbery as Yell finds a triple.
Looks like that execute's about to come very shortly. 3 here, comfy in the site, but mollies land everywhere.
Yeah, not so comfortable with fire on their feet. CTs falling one after another, and Yell dropping the op shot. Second miss also is not going to make this one easy. We've got that fast flank from Danico, but he takes damage as he does find at least 1 kill. And oh, Naf, crisp headshot. 1v3 from Danico to try and close this half, and he gets the first player. Definitely has a chance here as long as he can dodge the damage. His aim looks good. Smoke grenade over the oranges. Gonna land at the feet of Nafly. That should cancel out his vision and pushes Fallen into the fight ever so slightly. Time still favoring Liquid. The reload is heard, the time is very far gone, and I would say this round is too. Team Liquid with the 1-round lead at the end of their T side, doubling their round count at the end of that half after 6 in a row from Mibr. It's a second pistol after the break.
Which was, I guess, the opposite what we saw in the first map. So what happens now? Strong lane setup versus a lane take. Will it work?
Naf's in the corner, and he's got himself a headshot alongside Grim, desperately jumping up and down, but not quite desperate is Team Liquid until Esagazi comes in from the balcony flank. However, double man advantage established and Elige peeks out from alt. There was that moment in the middle of the 2v3 with the flank coming around from short where things could have got out of control, but instead it is Liquid with a second pistol win.
That Glock looks cool, doesn't it?
Yes, the grinder.
Is it?
With Cello Berlin Golds.
Oh.
Stewie has an incendiary in hand and a face full of lead, but Naf's got money in his pocket after that 3K spray. That's what he needed. If Stewie's going to go down for free, then somebody needs the multi-kill. Fallen hopping with the MP9, looking to make a bit more cash, but it's Elige's M4. They can't lose that one. Got to make sure at least one player survives, and the P250 is just not enough. An 11th round win for Liquid. Then a player jumps up onto the log, so if Fallen were to be brave enough to re-peek this,
You can feel it.
yeah, they're ready. He can feel their presence, and he has a present for them. A 2K before that smoke pops. And a 5v3 for the Brazilians to try and fight through. They've lost the bomb in the meantime. That gets picked back up. And they decide to tuck tail, but they have no control anywhere else on the map. So do you really want to leave? Or do you take your chance and try to push through this? Smoke grenade will disrupt Fallen's angle. He doesn't have anybody to boost him just yet, but there is a rotator from Liquid getting into position. He wraps around construction over towards the coffins, and between the two smokes, they go for a fake plant. There's 3 guns up for the T's, 4 seconds to spare. Stewie gets a headshot, and Mibr find basically nothing. They clear the corner of Naf, and that's it. 5-round lead for Liquid. Bit more of a passive look from Liquid on the B site this round. We don't have Fallen as the front runner peering around these corners, and check this out. Mibr going to try to fluster the defense ever so slightly. Cello gets cut off from the front of the assault. Naf decides to push beyond the smoke and then gets blinded as Stewie, burning to like a piece of fire, had a spark in his pants.
It's still out.
Grim, gets the headshot, doesn't get the kill, and then bolts from the pit is able to find himself a little impact. Naf still just standing in the open as Bolts is left to his own devices. 40 seconds left.
Just play for yourselves, basically, because you don't know exactly where they've gotten to, and it feels like they're nervous about the right positions at the moment for Liquid. It's not a terrible spot for Mibr, but Nafly is very aware that the fight could be coming soon.
Bolts right in front of him. Oh, face full of lead.
Nasty.
Now Fallen, easy hold on the cross, but Yell actually gets the Galil kill, and Fallen, he just let them have it.
Yeah, he doesn't know that 2 crossed, actually. So now he's going to be moving up, looking for that second fight, and Esagaze has already made it deep into construction. That was a position where he could have just held the cross and been fine, but was not aware of CT. Here is a frag that could have come out. The refrag would have been on the left. Interesting. I think they're very lucky to have gotten back into that round.
We've got enough utility for Mibr to blanket this bomb site for the execution, and Stewie, because he has 15 HP, is a little bit wary here. A gap in that smoke gives him the headshot. He loses 12 more health, but still stands. 2-man advantage. Grim postured here on the balcony, Yell creeping inwards with that op, soon to put his head on display, but not before Bolts dies with bomb. The last player's been spotted and tagged oh so low. Elige able to close as Liquid find a 13th.
The balcony gathering. They got 2 players up there.
See if Mibr are a little more prepared for it this time around. They put the smoke on balcony and fall back. Or at least one does for the moment.
And Stewie's about to flank mid in this position. They're taking a long time.
Ooh, Grim falls. And Elige still up here. Stewie's got himself a kill. Fallen dies inside the site. The Tech 9s run rampant all around them. Elige with a sidearm.
Another in pit.
Esagazi, he was doing it all, but Grim comes up from pit with a 2K. And Liquid lead by 6.
Agree with you. I love this 2 balcony setup. 2 back of the site. Maybe Liquid are comfy with it, but they still only have 2 here. Little Molly comes through rotation. Stewie takes heed, makes his way over. Let's see what MIBR can do.
Fallen's going to drop Danico first and foremost. We've got Naf still on top of Quad Box. He's got himself a kill. Bolts is low. Fallen just pulling that Bolt back and smashing MIBR as they attempt to get into the B site. 5 guys alive.
Yikes.
Moses turns his back on it. He is confident that these guys are about to close. 7 map and match points to go. Naf cool as ice in this position. And Fallen just laying down the law.
Will he spot this? He's not peeking very deep and has no idea that they could be here.
Oh, Yell never sees it coming. But there's going to be pressure on Elige in the back of the B bomb site. Can he close on his own, or is it going to take that eventual rotation? He lays a smoke in the back of the bomb site, creates a bit of ambiguity. Where has he got off to? Oh, the sideline, it seems. 20 seconds to spare, and MIBR, they're fighting. They are fighting for what they want. Naf and Fallen on the retake. Remember, all 3 of the kills so far this round coming off of Fallen's op. Will Naf add to the tally to close out map 2? We've got a frag grenade on Fallen. That could be easily enough to blow Cello out of the equation, but it misses the mark. Now Fallen's going to keep his eyes on the dark corner, hits his shot versus the man in the commitment position, but now it's on to Cello. 9 HP is all he needs to keep this game going.
Damn, they actually smoked out cons to make sure that no one would check it, and someone creeps through, and oh, they're going up arch really quickly. It's a punishment for B control.
And it's Elige tested. Fallen up, shot connects, bolts. He's got Grim's head, but Naf quickly into position, and he could just walk right through. Cello maybe dies to this, or Naf holds on. Fallen, side of the smoke. That flash is meant for Naf to come out. He challenges successfully. Now, oh, the no-scope! And Fallen not able to close just yet. But it's close, and now it's over. A 16-9 on Inferno from Team Liquid to send MIBR down to the showdown. These second halves out of Liquid, only 2 T